Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my LP run for Battletoads and Double Dragon, the Ultimate Team. In this part, we are on board the Rat ship, which is now a rocket, and we are kicking some ass. This is one of my favorite levels in the game, simply because of the music and just the general layout is really awesome. The enemies here are a little more difficult than you might expect. The black guys are kind of fast with their weapons, and those rats are surprisingly difficult to take out. I'd recommend kind of using the jump kick here a lot, because getting right on top of the enemies in some cases invites them to attack you more often, so a lot of the moves that I use here are more distance based. This guy's known as General Slaughter. He's actually not as easy as I'm making him look. I know I'm beating the crap out of him here, but he actually becomes quite difficult, and we'll be fighting him several times throughout the stage. The later versions obviously have a much higher health bar and are a little bit more aggressive and difficult to take out. Now this, in my opinion, is the hard part of the level. You have these flares which go in this kind of on-off pattern from left to right, and sometimes right to left, and you have to time your positioning on the ladder so that you don't get hit by the flare. For the most part, it's not too bad, but there are a couple of places where the flares are really annoying. They just pop on really fast and it's hard to deal with, so do your best getting through there and just be really careful with your timing. Very easy to lose a life on some of those later parts. And I pretty much know exactly where to stand here to get these guys to blow up, so that just comes with a lot of practice. Again, I've been playing this game for well over a decade, so just get the hang of things after a while. I always find this particular fight with General Slaughter to be a little bit harder than some of the other ones. So I took some damage here, unfortunately. But by far the running jump kick is the easy way to beat him. I wanted to make sure I got that one up. And he came pretty close here to taking a life off. It's, you know, not what I'm aiming for, but unfortunately my deathless run ended in the last video. I just couldn't quite get the hang of that spaceship section, and I lost another life here. It's a hard game to get through on the same life, I'll admit. I actually thought I might be able to do it, but this part I'm sure I could do, but that spaceship section's really rough. And this part, actually, those three flares are so annoying to get past. Was really happy to beat that part without losing a life. This part can be very difficult. The way to do it is to kind of, outside of memorizing the pattern of where those guys come in, you want to kind of go from side to side, because they'll usually ambush you from side to side, so just do a lot of jump kicking there and expect to fight the guys off really fast. This part can be a little difficult because there's a lot of enemies on the screen. God, there's so many rats here, jeez. I guess the Dark Queen brought her whole army out. I find that for the Ninja Black guys, you just want to kind of duck and then kick them. Seems like the best way to beat those guys. They're not very difficult, they only take one hit to kill, so either way. This guy looks kind of like a Bobo, or almost like a Bobo Jr. or something. Throwing dynamite at me. He's a little harder than the dynamite guy you'll encounter in stage 2, but not much. You just have to get a little creative with your geometry, and he's not really that big of a deal. Took me a couple tries here to get the hang of it, but eventually I just threw it in through the window. Now, I'm not sure exactly what happened here. I just could not get the first hit in on this General Slaughter guy, and he actually took an extra life off of me. Sometimes this does happen, it's kind of rare, but every once in a while he just gets the first hit on you and he knocks you down and you can't get back up, so I wasn't expecting to lose a life there, but I did, and I certainly made him pay for that, though. This one is a little harder than the other fights with him. Surprisingly, he's not really in the other Battletoad games that often, I don't think. I know he's in the arcade game, and I think he's in the original, but I don't remember him in the other ones. And you actually don't even have to get up on the platform, you can just take those guys out from the ladder. This part can be a little hard, because the rats ambush you here, which they did there. Every once in a while they'll get me, but the trick is basically just to kind of use the jump kick to knock them down, and then get right on top of them and punch them out. More of these flares here, and then we're going to be moving on to the boss of the stage, Robo-Manus. Surprisingly, he's not a very difficult boss. A lot of these bosses in this game are really easy. The main reason he's easy, though, is because he only fires lasers at you, and that's pretty much all he does. You can just kick him around the screen like I'm doing here, and you really can't do anything about it. He does have a high health bar, so you're going to be fighting him for a while, but try not to have him land on you, and then just do your best to time your jumps so you don't get hit by the lasers, and that's about it. There's really not a whole lot to him. So just like that, Robo-Manus is down and out, and we will be moving on to the next level in the next video. Alright guys, in the next part we're going to be taking on the Shadow Boss. I want to thank you so much for watching my video. I will see you next time. This is Josh Dragon signing out.